I'm Jaren Riley. I'm a pediatric spine surgeon in Denver, Colorado. I'm blessed to work here in Denver, Colorado, where I have patients that come from all over the United States and actually all over the world, from places like Tel Aviv and Bern, Switzerland, in order to receive their care here. So there were actually several reasons I eventually decided to go into medicine. One of the earliest was when I was a missionary in Brazil. And Brazil, the people are so lovely, they're so excited about everything, they really love life. But there were a lot of, especially young children, who had pretty minimal injuries, fractures, things like that, especially in their forearms, their upper arms. And I just noticed that in Brazil, as opposed to here in the United States, I would see a lot of those kids running around still with the deformity they had incurred from those injuries. And so I couldn't help but wonder why I don't see that in the United States. What's the big difference? And when I encountered, coming back to the United States, when I encountered the medical system here and how it's so encompassing and takes care of so many people, I really thought, wow, this might be my chance to do something serviceable in the United States where I live, but also around the world. So that was my earliest encounter with something where I thought, this is something I could really love forever. At the advice of a friend, actually, applied to medical school at the University of Iowa. He was there already. He had gone to the University of Utah with me. He loved Iowa, so I applied. And before I even had a chance to interview anywhere else, I interviewed at Iowa. They accepted me like a day later, and it just felt like fate. So I went to the University of Iowa for medical school. And then I thought for sure, because they were such a prestigious residency in orthopedic surgery, I thought for sure they would want me to go somewhere else. But one day they just came to me and said, hey, we'd really like you to stay for residency. And it blew me out of the water. I was so excited to stay. It meant that I was able to keep my beautiful little family in the same place for another 5 years and have some stability, get world-class training. And so I did my residency at the University of Iowa, and then I was able to go back home to where I did my college years actually at the University of Utah for my fellowship training. My hope is that my legacy at the end of all of this is just a bunch of kids who did what they wanted to do and were able to fully perform what they wanted to perform. And then in addition to that, of course, I want to be able to get to the end of my career and have all of my own kids be able to say, he did all of that, but he was still dad. He was still there, he still did everything a dad is supposed to do. And if I can accomplish both of those things, then I think that'll be success.